In today's video, we've got a camera comparison between two different phones, the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the Honor 600 Pro. And yes, you may have already noticed they do look quite similar, and I don't think that's by mistake. Now, although they look similar on the outside, when it comes to the camera specs, they are quite different. With the Honor 600 Pro, we've got a 200 megapixel main camera, 50 megapixel telephoto and a 12 megapixel ultrawide. And then when it comes to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, we've got a 48 megapixel main, 48 megapixel telephoto and a 48 megapixel ultrawide. As always, I am going to be going through multiple different modes, using all the lenses, so the ultrawide, telephoto and the main, doing portrait shots, normal shots, we'll do some video quality, and we'll do the selfie as well, see how well that works, because I believe the Honor 600 Pro doesn't have autofocus on its selfie camera, so we'll see if that makes a big difference. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments box below, and if you're watching this video, let me know which one you think is going to win, the Honor 600 Pro or the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and let's find out together. Before we get into the pictures and the video comparison, let's do a little game. I'm going to show you three pictures on screen labeled just phone A and phone B, and I want you in the comments box below, let me know which one you think is phone A and which one you think is phone B. Now I'm recording on the front-facing camera of both phones. Now, to me, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is on the right and the Honor 600 Pro is on the left. And the Honor 600 Pro actually gives me the option to do 0.8 times or 1x for the front-facing camera on video call. However, the iPhone doesn't, it just stays what it is. Obviously, the iPhone has that square sensor, so I can technically record landscape while holding the phone in portrait mode. But I'm not going to be doing that. Both phones are currently in portrait mode, and I'm going to be switching the mic between the two, so let me know which one you feel has a better microphone when recording the selfie. And as an example, this is me punching in on the 1 times on the Honor 600 Pro, and then 0.8 again. There you go. Something else I wanted to test is stabilization for the front cameras. Now I'm going to be doing a bit of a run. It is a bit of a uphill section right now. Let me know which one has a better stabilization. So in 3, 2, 1. So there we go. And I'm not going to be doing that again. And yeah, that was the selfie camera. Now, something to note on the 600 Pro, the selfie camera doesn't have autofocus. So if I do get up close like this, my face may appear blurry, whereas on the iPhone I can get up close and it will just autofocus as well, no matter how much distance I have between me and the phone. Which for a selfie camera I think is pretty important to have autofocus. It plays an important role, especially when I'm recording myself. So with the 600 Pro lacking that, I don't know, things are nice and crisp when I'm holding it arm length apart. But like I said, once I get close, things get a bit blurry, especially on my face, whereas on the iPhone things stay quite sharp. Now I'm recording with the rear camera on both phones. Now both phones are able to do 4K 30, whereas obviously on the iPhone you're able to do 4K 120. The Honor 600 Pro caps out at 4K 60 for the rear camera, and I believe 4K 30 for the front camera. So when it comes to slow motion, you can do that 4K 120 on your iPhone for the rear camera, get that nice slow-mo, but on the Honor 600 Pro you're going to be kind of limited to just having 4K 60. Now that may still be enough for some people to slow down, say if you've got 60 frames per second to half it, but if you really want that slow-mo, the 4K 120, you're going to be missing out on the 600 Pro. Now, while I'm looking on the screen now, for some reason the Honor 600 Pro has so much better dynamic range, you can really see the sky. However, when I am looking at the sky now in real life, it looks a lot more realistic on the iPhone's camera. It is not as blue as it's showing on the 600 Pro. So that's something to know. Although it may look more appealing on the 600 Pro, it's definitely edited in some way, because it doesn't look that blue in real life. It doesn't actually look blue at all right now. It looks more like the color on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which gives you a bit more show there. But for some reason the 600 Pro is just so blue. I don't get it. Now I've been obviously switching the mics between the two throughout this time, so you can see what the mic performance is like. But the Honor 600 Pro has this background reduction for noise, setting which you can press on the camera. So I'm going to turn that on now. So now we've got noise reduction on the Honor 600 Pro. I don't believe the iPhone has that setting. It just naturally reduces the noise to a point when you're recording. So let me know if you hear a difference now in the Honor 600 Pro's microphone with me turning on that noise reduction and with it not being on, because it is not too windy, but there is still some wind blowing about. I'm not sure if cameras are picking that up, and I'm not gonna know until I look at the footage later on. But let's do some zoom tests now. Something to note is also the Honor 600 Pro, I started recording video in 1x. Now it gives me the option 0.6 or 3.5 to switch between it. The iPhone gives me the 0.5, which I cannot press. So the Honor 600 Pro actually lets me zoom out to 0.6. The iPhone doesn't let me zoom out to 0.5, but I can zoom in to say, let's find something to zoom into. So on the Honor we'll go to 3.5. On the iPhone we'll go to, let me twist the camera a bit. iPhone we're at now 4x, and on the Honor we're at 3.5. And we can actually go to 10x max on the Honor. And then on the iPhone, let's go to 8x. And then we actually can go up to 24x on the iPhone, although I wouldn't recommend it. As you can see, it gets quite blurry. Now we're on the main 1x lens on the rear facing camera, just so you can see what the quality is like, both on the Honor 600 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Something to note, well, something I mentioned earlier, was that Honor have really dove deep into this whole AI enhancement thing. So some of the pictures I'm going to show you on screen, you'll see how they look before the AI enhancement kicks in and how they look after the AI enhancement kicks in. I've got to say, it makes a big difference, especially if you're taking pictures of structures, cars, stuff like that. But because it is using AI, sometimes it can struggle when you're taking pictures of things far away and they have letters on, because as we know, AI doesn't currently work that well with that. But if it's a like solid structure, house, car, stuff like that, tower, whatever it may be, generally the result comes out a lot better. I'm just gonna move like this so you can see what the quality is like on the 1x. And now let's switch to the 0.5 and carry on. And funnily enough, the Honor 600 Pro lets me go from the 1x to the 0.6 ultra wide angle without having to stop the recording, but the iPhone, it won't let me. So I had to stop the recording, press the 0.5 ultra wide and start the recording again. So yeah, I may not be able to get some night shots in this video. You'll see at the end if they do include them or not, for the sole fact of here in Finland now, this time of the year, it doesn't get that dark. I will try, but if I can't, I do apologize. There are other videos out there that show night mode, but hopefully this video is going to show you the quality between the two devices. Now, I can't remember exactly the pricing, I may show it on screen, but I believe the Honor 600 Pro is a lot cheaper than the 17 Pro Max, and with it being an Android phone, that may sway some people over to get it. And obviously we can't get away from the fact that it looks a lot like the iPhone on the back with the whole camera plaque and triple camera array and stuff like that, especially with the sensor and the flash in the exact same placement. Video, I gotta give it to Apple, they still smash it when it comes to video quality. Photos though, I have seen on some pictures the Honor 600 Pro actually brings out a much better result, especially when it comes to the telephoto department. I don't know if it's considered cheating or not because they're doing that whole AI enhancement thing, but if the tools are there, why not use it? For the finale, I thought what I'll do is give you some handheld footage of the rear camera as I'm recording now 4K 30. This is the Honor 600 Pro camera, and then I'm going to switch over to the iPhone 17 Pro Max just so you get the full picture of the video quality. And let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments box below which one you think does better in photos, videos, certain aspects. And another thing I've got coming very soon to the channel, which picked up today, and I'll carry on that in the iPhone section. So let's switch over to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So now I've switched over to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and you've probably seen a lot of footage of the 17 Pro Max on the channel as I've compared it with different phones. But anyway, I almost had a situation with the camera control button, which, oh, I hate that camera control button. Let me know if you use it. But what I was going to say is, what I just picked up today was the Insta360 Lunar Ultra camera. If you're not sure what it is, search it up. But I've been an avid user of the DJI Pocket 3. Love that camera. I think it's so versatile of what you can do. And from what I've seen on the Lunar Ultra, with the features it has, which I'll go through in the actual Lunar Ultra video, it's game changing. So yeah, we'll go over them in the actual video. The Pocket 4 Pro looks like an amazing camera, but I'm not sure what's going on with the release. It's released in China, not released worldwide or EU, so I think the hype is going to die, to be honest with you, because unless they release it soon, because not many people can actually talk about it. There's not much coverage on it. But the Lunar 360 or the Insta360 Lunar Ultra, a lot of people are talking about that, and it seems to be quite a good contender. Now obviously this is the 1x iPhone 17 Pro Max footage. Let me know what you think compared to the Honor 600 Pro. And I appreciate you guys commenting, leaving nice comments, sharing the videos with friends and family or whoever, liking the videos and generally just watching them, because it does help to grow the channel, and we are so close to getting over that 30k subscriber mark, which we're growing the channel together. So yeah, I always appreciate that. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends and family, as I just mentioned. Let me know down in the comments which phone you prefer, the Honor 600 Pro or the iPhone 17 Pro Max. If you've got any questions, also let me know in the comments box below. I do try and answer as many questions as I can, and I think I get to all of them. So as always, I appreciate you watching, appreciate everything you do, and I'll catch you on the next one.